I've never had much luck when it came to boys. I wasn't the pretty one in my class, nobody had a crush on me, and I had never been someone's Valentine. But I didn't think that bothered me. I was quite content with my life and I wasn't actively searching. I didn't realise how vulnerable I was. So, when I was notified that he'd sent me a friend request, I didn't give it a second thought. A boy, similar age to me, with mutual friends, just another name on a friend list I had no intention of speaking to. Until...
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, you?
Good to hear. I'm well, thank you.
A harmless conversation. I couldn't deny I was curious as to who this was. Do I know you?
Sorry, no. You know Kate Hanson? I'm her cousin. I noticed you on my recommended, so I thought you might have been one of her friends.
I know Kate. Not very well, though.
My apologies.
It's okay, don't worry. I was convinced and didn't question it. I wasn't close to Kate and didn't even think of asking. Why would I? I thought the messages would end there. I didn't know him, but I kept replying. After several months, we were still chatting nearly every day. He seemed to understand me like nobody else, and we had a lot in common. I liked him a lot, and he started to hint at feeling the same. He became all I thought about, and all I wanted to do was talk to him at every chance I got. My friends noticed a change in me. I was happy all the time, but I was also becoming distant. I didn't want to go out or spend time with my friends. I just wanted to be messaging him. They were happy that I was happy and didn't want to upset me by bringing it up. I wish that they'd had. This change in me was also noticed by my dad. I was becoming more and more antisocial at home and secretive. If only I'd noticed that he was changing me.
You're beautiful.
No, I'm not.
Are you calling me a liar? I would never lie to you. You're beautiful and you can't change my mind.
Thank you. Nobody's ever called me beautiful before.
What? Are they blind? Millie,
Yeah.
I know we haven't had a chance to meet yet, but what would you think if I said I liked you?
Now, like a romantic film, this is the moment everyone's been waiting for, and at that time, myself included. I had feelings for him. I didn't know what love was, but I thought this was it. But if my life was a movie, this is the moment I should have hit pause. I like you too.
Millie? Millie,
Sorry.
will you put that phone away, please? You seem to be permanently glued to that thing these days. And when did you suddenly become Miss Popular?
It's just my friend.
Abby seems to be texting you a lot these days. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're just doing an assignment. It's my fault. I didn't tell her we were eating. I should have told him the truth. Maybe he would have done something if I had.
Rude to have the feel at the table while we're eating.
Of course, at the time I didn't think there was anything wrong. These were the types of texts I got for weeks. Jack always said the right things, sweet nothings. I wasn't prepared for what happened next.
Babe, can I ask something of you? Just one?
I don't know.
Don't you trust me?
Of course, I'm just not that sure about it.
We're dating. A lot of couples do it. Please.
But it wasn't just one, and quickly he was constantly asking. He told me because we were together it was okay, because we loved each other, this was normal. He used my love and trust to get what he wanted. Those constant sweet texts that I thought were sweet, just him showing I was always on his mind, started becoming demanding. If I didn't reply when he wanted, he would accuse me of ignoring him, would say I wasn't interested in him anymore, that I didn't love him anymore, making me feel so guilty that I prioritised him and came to his every call. But if I didn't do what he wanted, he would threaten me. He had me exactly where he wanted me. Backed into a corner with no way out. I wanted to escape from someone I once thought I loved, but now feared. I'd have given anything to make it all disappear. Remember when I said earlier, talking to him, knowing we were a couple, made me feel like I was on cloud 9? Now I had hit the ground. The harsh reality of the situation had sunk in. I was at the mercy of a stranger, and I didn't know what to do, who to turn to, or if I even wanted to tell anyone. It was my fault, wasn't it? I sent them, I took them. But saying nothing made that fear worse and the guilt eat me alive. I cried myself to sleep at night and struggled to hold the tears back during the day till I couldn't take it anymore and told my friend Abby everything.
You need to tell your dad.
I can't, he'll be disgusted in me and never trust me again.
But you need to tell someone. You need help. Speak to a teacher, maybe.
Well, then they'll tell my dad, and what if they call the police?
That's a good thing, isn't it? It's not your fault, Millie.
But what if I am the one at fault? I took the pictures, I sent them.
Do you even know anything about this Jack? Where's he from? Who's he friends with?
No, not really. He said he knew Kate.
From our class?
Yeah.
Hiya. Hi, Millie. We need to talk to you about Jack.
Jack?
Your cousin?
I don't know a Jack.
What?
Check your Facebook. You must know him. You're friends.
Sorry, I must have added him by mistake.
My naive plan came crashing down. I knew even less about my so-called boyfriend than I thought. Who was I talking to? Was his name even Jack? What was I going to do now?
Please, Mill, speak to him. Tell your dad we'll see the counsellor tomorrow.
I will, but I want to stand up to Jack. Maybe he'll stop if I just speak to him, then I won't have to.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Or could you just keep this between us? I don't want Nathan knowing. I'm embarrassed by my actions, that's not me.
He would understand, but if you'd rather not, then I won't say anything.
Speak to me, you stupid bitch.
Jack, please listen to me. I don't want to do this anymore. Can we please stop, move on, maybe be friends again? We used to be good friends and we can be again, but I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I don't want to take any more pictures. I promise I won't tell anyone. We can forget this ever happened.
But why?
Because I don't feel comfortable doing it anymore. I never really did, but I didn't want to lose you either.
I thought you loved me, Millie.
did. Oh, I do care. I do care still, Jack.
Oh, Millie. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Please, Jack.
You know what I'll do if you stop talking to me or cut me off.
You wouldn't. If you care about me at all, I know you wouldn't do that.
How fucking dumb are you? Do you seriously think I give a crap about you? I know your family's contacts, all your friends, your classmates. I'm not going anywhere, Millie. If you try to do anything, you know where they will go.
Please don't do this.
You have a good night, Princess.
I admit this was a stupid idea. Why did I think this could work? He didn't deserve my kindness or my forgiveness. But I just wanted it to end without consequences. Does everyone know?
Don't worry about them. What happened last night? Did you speak to your dad?
No.
Millie, you can't keep putting this off any longer. It's getting out of hand now. The pictures are out.
I know, but I just thought if I could speak to him, he would stop even if he didn't like me ending things. He wouldn't post them.
Well, he has now, Millie. You've got no choice now.
I wish you had told me, Mill. It makes me so angry he did that to you. He's such an arsehole. I just can't wait to get my hands on him. That's not going to help, Millie. You know Abby's right. You need to get help.
Your dad will help you.
He hates me.
You won't be happy now, but you won't want to see you suffer any longer. It's not your fault.
But what if it...
This jackass has broken the law by posting things online and threatening you. It's not right.
Promise me you'll go to your dad tonight. Speak to a counsellor.
The messages and comments continued. The world saw a different version of me. My worst nightmare came true. They didn't know the real me or the situation I was in. Jack had done what I hoped he wouldn't. I believed I meant something to him, that he wouldn't be a monster like I feared, but he was actually that. A monster.
Dad, we need to talk. Please don't be angry, but
Obviously, he wasn't happy. He didn't understand why I would do such a thing and was disappointed in my actions, but even more disappointed that I felt I couldn't go to him.
You go back to your room. Speak to you later. Hello, police? Yeah. I'd like to report an incident, please. Thank you. Billy? How you feeling? Do you feel a bit better now it's all out there?
no.
What have you done?
I've called the police. They're going to investigate. Well, they're going to investigate the boy. None of this is your fault, you know.
I'm sorry.
We don't blame you at all.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's just through there.
Hi, Mary. I know this is a very difficult situation for you, but can you please tell me exactly what happened between you and Jack Barnes?
Yeah, we met on Facebook. He sent me a friend request, so I didn't know who he was, but he told me that he was related to someone in my class, and that's how he found me. I didn't plan on staying in contact with him. I thought Jack cared about me. He was interested in my hobbies and my studies, and we had a lot in common. We were friends for 3 months and then we started dating, and that's when he asked me to take the pictures. I didn't want to, but he said that it was normal for couples to do that. And then he started threatening me, and if I ignored him or didn't reply or didn't do what he wanted, well, the night he posted those photos, I told him I didn't want to do this anymore. And I knew he didn't take it well, but I didn't think he'd post them to get back at me.
Can I see these conversations?
Yeah.
She hasn't been in touch with this boy since she told me at all. The phone and the laptop have been out of reach.
Yes, I can see that. We'll take a look at this back at the station. Try and track his IP address. You have nothing to worry about, Millie. Mr. Jones, we'll be in touch if we find anything during our investigation.
Thank you. I'll show you it. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was a bit nervous, but I'm okay. I never saw any messages from Jack after I told my dad. I don't know if he continued to threaten me, but I was free from his control and I could carry on with my life with a lesson learned. To never be so willing to speak to people online. They may not be who they say they are. I'll never forget the mind games and the fear that he put me through. The embarrassment at uni. Looking back on it now, I can see the warning signs and I wish I'd known them back then. I can't change my story, I can't rewind it, but I can help others who maybe are in a similar situation or stop them before it's too late. And if you are, remember, you are not the one at fault. You put your trust in someone, you thought you loved them, and they were the ones that manipulated you, that used your trust and your love. Even if Jack is someone that you know, this is still manipulation, this is still sexual harassment that could turn into assault. You must tell someone. Even if your family lose trust in you, it won't be forever. And it'll be better than living in constant fear. It will get better. I know. I'm now in a happy relationship and I'm on social media, but only speaking to people that I know. I know what real love is now, and what I had with Jack wasn't it. You'll find it in someone who really cares about you, who isn't a face behind a screen. Someone who would never do that to you or put pressure on you to do something that you don't want to do. Those that do get what they deserve.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. Can I come in?